What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show y'all how to skin a coon, and this will be the first ever female I skinned. Caught her this morning. Today's Easter Sunday, so I'll show y'all how to do it. For this one, what I like to do is go from heel and then right next to the vent and then across to the other heel. And after I have a long cut like that, I come around right here and I cut around the vent on each side, around the vent, and then down the tail. Alright, so now what you want to do is get this started. Alright, there we go. Just want to come, and I'll probably go about halfway right there and then start this side just to make sure I can have as straight as cut as possible, because I don't want to come all the way up to here and end up here. So I'll cut about halfway and then meet them right around the bottom. Alright, so now I have this long cut over here. Come here. Alrighty, so now I have this long cut over here, and I am going to, you want to kind of, right here on the side of the vent, you want to take your knife and just, I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I just kind of stab in and cut around it. And just cut straight past it. You can do either way. You just want to make sure that you don't get any of that on your fur. Alright guys, so you see right here at the bottom of this, you just start your tail about right here and just poke up and slice through that. It's okay if you slice through the butt because you're going to cut it off anyway, but it makes it easier to get your tail started once you've already done that. Here, let me get this going. Okay, so now you have all your butt out of there like that, and you can do two things. You can go ahead and start spilling your tail down, but I think that I'm actually going to start skinning out the legs. Alright guys, so what you can do is just start kind of going around, getting it started good, and then you can, if you see, here I'll show you on this foot, right where you want your fur to go, you want to cut right where it's about to get to this like pad. You just want to cut the fur part. You don't want to have any of this foot on there. So you can just cut straight, or you can cut angled around it like that. But I usually just cut them straight. And so once you get about to that heel, you can go ahead and just ring it around right there. And also, I forgot to say this at the beginning, it's easier to skin your coon if you just hang it 1 foot at a time. And if you want, after you get that side done, you can go hang this side up, but I usually just leave it on one because it's quicker, and I don't know if it's necessarily easier, but it's a lot quicker for me to just leave it on 1 foot. My brother, whenever he skins his, he likes to put it on the other foot, but it doesn't really make a difference to me. It just takes more time. So as you can see, you want to get right here and just put your knife in, and this coon skin slices pretty well. And just come around like that. Won't miss a little spot right there. Alright, and then if you didn't have this split all the way, you can go ahead and do that now. And start ringing around just like I did the other side. Okay guys, so I've got both these legs just about skinned out, but before I skin this side all the way, I want to go ahead and split my tail down. It's a lot easier with the tail strippers, so bear with me because this will take a second. This is only my, I don't know, this is like my fourth coon. I don't know, third. Yeah, third. so if I do anything wrong, y'all can let me know, but I'm pretty sure I have everything down now. Let me see. I got this? Yeah. Sometimes also, if you can't really get your tail all the way, you can work around it. Until you get around to the side of it, and you can sort of skin it down a little bit. Once you get past the tail, you can pretty much pull the back all the way down. Right here in your tail. Once you get to this part, just slowly cut against the tail so you don't cut your skin, and you'll come around the other side soon, and you just poke your knife through there, just like that. And be careful about your skin. And you kind of pull a little bit, and if it doesn't want to budge, just come back to skin this tail out. Keep skinning your tail out. And on your tail, the skin is, it doesn't have as much fat on it as the regular stuff, so you want to be real careful not to cut it. So you always want to cut it kind of like towards your meat, towards the inside of your tail, just to make sure that you don't accidentally cut that hide. Get this started again. And I'll just keep going down. When I get down there, I'll start. But every once in a while, you can also give it a little pull like this. Just be careful not to tear your tail up, but sometimes the tail will just peel. Sometimes you have to cut some more. Here, I reached the end where I split, and you don't want to force the tail, because it can rip, and you'll have half your tail on your hide, half your tail on your coon. So you gotta be careful not to pull too hard on that tail. Just take your time, slowly work. If you have tail strippers, I'm not sure how they work, but I know they make this a lot easier. Just keep working it slowly and steadily. You gotta be careful not to rip that tail up. This tail, in my opinion, is one of the coolest looking parts, I guess. Keep splitting it and keep working it down. Take your time on this part, because you really don't want to mess it up. Once you get to the end, it'll be a lot easier to peel. But you still gotta be careful, because the end's also one of the most frail parts, so it'll rip on you if you're forcing it. Okay, so you see I'm about to hit the end of the tail. You can feel the bone. You just pull slowly, and it should kind of turn inside out, and then you just slice it and make sure that you keep all your fur on there. Just peel it off. Alrighty, so once you get your tail skinned out, feet skinned out, everything's good to go. Sometimes you can just pull just like that and just work it down. You should be able to do most of the time. Alright, so just keep working it down, and you'll get to a point where it won't really want to come down anymore, and that's usually when you have to pull your shoulders through. So I just kind of poke my finger in right here, just pull up, poke my finger through, pull up, poke my finger through, pull up. If it hurts your fingers, then do it a different way, but Just do it like that. I'm gonna push it and pull it at the same time. Until you get about right there at their paw. Then you leave it, and you can do the same thing on the other side. So eventually you'll hit two like little knots you can feel, and then right there you just want to cut in like that, and then you cut their ear, and same thing on the other side. Probably not going to save this hide because it's got a bunch of holes in its face from getting shot, but once you get its ears cut, you just slowly work around to the jaw, and then you'll be able to cut, and you'll start seeing teeth slowly as you skin down. Keep coming down and you get to these eyes. Kind of just keep skinning until you feel stuff you need to cut out, so you'll feel the ears and the eyes. This one's got all blowed up, but you get the point. You can just get around those eyes real easily and just keep slicing down. I just got blood on my shirt. Oh well. See these teeth and just keep skinning around that. You'll get the nose there and you do the same thing with the other side. Just skin around all those teeth. Pulling it down and cutting it, pulling it down and cutting it all around those teeth. And then some people leave the bottom lip, but I'll do the best I can to cut it all off. There we go. And same thing to the other side. Just cut all the way around. You get to that nose and then you just keep kind of cutting it in. Then you see it starting to come off. Take your time. Go around up in there, and then your hide's off. So that's how it's done. Alright, so this is what your finished product will look like. You have it's all together except for right there, so when you turn it inside out you can flush it. And then you can go ahead and, let me see, let me find the holes. Oh, this one got beat up right there.
Probably purred.
Let me find those arm holes, because those arms will be inside out. Look at that. Oh, here we are. I think, yeah. So you just reach in there, and turn its armhole back right side out. And where's the other armhole? Do the same thing for the other armhole if I find it. There we are. And there you go. So you have your face all skinned out. This one's real blown up, but you can see whoever killed him made a bad shot. But you have your nose in there, and your bottom jaw. Here, it's inside out. There you go. Bottom lips, your ears, and you have a full tail. And the inside doesn't have nothing in it, just fat and stuff. So I'd usually let them hang a second, let all the blood dry before I put them in a bag and put them in a freezer. I'll let this one hang for a while. I put them all the way up so the dogs don't mess with them. That's probably about high enough right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there it is. That's how you do it. But if you enjoyed this or found it helpful, leave a like, let me know, and want to see more videos, subscribe, like, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.